Hello, in this video, I'm going to show you the advertising form that I just created and the purpose of the advertising form. When you take a new listing, what you'll be doing is under contracts here, under your multiple listing MLC there, you're going to be completing the marketing information package. This form right here. So this should look familiar to you by now if you've been getting listings. So the marketing information package, typically you print this out, you have a meeting with your potential seller, and as you're doing the interview with them, you're going to ask them, about how much they want, about the, you're going to check mark the areas, and all sorts of other information pertaining to their business while you're taking the listing. Now, what you do afterwards is you scan the document, and once you scan the document, so if I open another Finder, and I go into the Google Docs, under the client seller active, what's going to happen is you're going to scan in the marketing information package, which is this one right here. So this one here, I just finished interviewing a seller and I've taken the listing. So you see my pen marks there. I didn't put anything in the asking price. So I went ahead and filled it in. And then I scanned it in. Now I'm going to then email this to my assistant, and what she's going to be doing is entering this into Podio. Now what I've realized is in these areas right here, like the promotional name and the business highlight, these two, I need to sit down in a Word document to write the copy for this particular business. And I thought, when I scan this in, there's no way for me to edit this. That's got spell check and all of that good stuff. So I thought I'll create another Microsoft Word file, and I'll call it the advertising form. And in the advertising form, this advertising form only has the specific fields that I need to create once I have finished the interview and I go back to the office and I start writing the copy. So that's the purpose of the advertising form, is to be able to have Microsoft Word spell check and grammar check while you're entering these fields right here. Okay, I'll go over that right now. So the advertising form you can find in Google Drive, Realtor, Contracts, under the MLC, Multiple Listing Contract. All the listing documents are here. So your exclusive listing, multiple listing, and your marketing information package. And also you'll find here the advertising form. Now the advertising form, again, never copy and click, never click and drag this anywhere. Okay, always leave this here and just right click, copy, and then in a client's folder, for example, Pizza Garden, I will then right click paste. Oh, hang on. Sorry, here right click copy, and then right click paste. You see how the original is there and it took a copy here. At this point here, I can start. So one thing to note is, not that one. Actually, let's go to the smokehouse one here because I've already completed that. So in the smokehouse, I've already completed in the field while I was in the meeting with the client the marketing information package. And of course, at that moment, I didn't create the business highlights at that point. So now I'm back at the office. I'm going to sit down and do the copywriting based on all the information that I have gathered in the marketing information package. in the interview that I had with a seller. So now notice the advertising form is here. This one's a completed advertising form. So notice that the advertising form has exactly what the marketing information package has. The only difference is it only has the specific items that are required for this advertising form. And the advertising form really only needs very few items. So first of all, it needs the business promotional name, because when you're meeting with a seller at this point in time, you're not going to come up with the promotional name on the spot. You're going to go back to the office and come up with kind of a creative idea on what you're going to call the business. Now this is because in this case here, we do the promotional name in the event that the business is a confidential listing. This case here, this is the Smokehouse Sandwich Company, and they don't want the public to know they're for sale. It is a confidential listing. So in this case, I created a marketing name called the Van City Barbecue House. And so you notice this 1.1 here is congruent to that 1.1. And then the business title here, 1.3, is also congruent with 1.3. Again, the reason why I've recreated this is so that you can go back to the office and then slowly meditate and come up with all the marketing schema and creativity that you have on the business. So in this case here, the business title is going to be Excellent Turnkey Restaurant with Fully Systemized Franchise Opportunity. The next one here is the 1.4, which is the business highlight. So, I've been working at this for the past half an hour, and this is what I've come up with as far as a business highlight goes. And the nice thing about having this in a Microsoft Word file is you have the full spell check. So if this spelling is incorrect, you see that it corrects it. Okay. And it also has the grammar check. So your grammar is always going to be perfect. And I also have a little item here for highlights. Notice I don't want to put the rent information here, okay? Because I want them to call me on the rent number. It's always better to have a one-on-one dialogue with a potential buyer instead of doing emails back and forth. Having them call you or you call them with a phone number gives you an opportunity to sell this business to them. 1, 2, more importantly, establish a reputation and a rapport and a relationship with a potential buyer so that if they don't end up buying this business, you can always secure them as a future long-term client and sell them other businesses that we have coming online. The next item we have here is the price. And again, it's congruent with this here. And then the next item is the business location notes. Okay. So when you go back to the office, you're going to figure out, okay, the location has, okay, it's a high density location. It's got a lot of hotels and retail stores beside it. It's got low lease rent. So now you get to type that out here. And the next one is the general map area, which is Georgia. In this case here is Georgia and the Brevard area here. And then for pictures, see attached JPEG. Once I create the pictures, I'll attach it with this doc file and email it all to the assistant so that she'll be able then to put it both on Podio, our website, and any other online or print media advertising campaigns we are running that month. And I just have here a notes area here, just any notes that you want to relay to the assistant, you'll put here, or perhaps something that you want to remind yourself, you want to put it here. So just that way you have that information there. And this contract field you don't have to touch. I just left it there. And then in the private detail, you want to put the actual name of the business. That way when you go through this document, you're going to know the real name, just in case you go up here and you're wondering, hey, what is Van City Barbecue House? You can go down here and you'll know that it's the Smokehouse Sandwich Company. And then at the bottom here, date of submission, you'll enter here, submitted by you. And then who is it submitted to? In most cases, it will be to the assistant that we have working for us, the person that's responsible for posting it in Podio, our website, and any other online and print advertising campaign we are running that month. So to summarize, the reason why I created this advertising form is to extract all of the fields in the marketing information package that you do not have the time to complete while you are on site interviewing the seller. You get to then go back to the office after having gathered all the technical information of the business and get to sit down in front of a Microsoft Word file that gives you the spell check capability and the grammar check capability, and then creatively come up with all the copy for that specific listing. And then once you're done, you'll email this advertising form and this marketing information package, and also any pictures you'd like to post with the ad, to our administrative assistant so that she may post it on Podio, our website, and any other online and print media campaign we are running that month. Thank you so much. Please give me a call or send me a message if you have any questions. Thank you.